I'm just gonna make a unscripted rant video really quick. We got a new Star Fox Direct yesterday, and it showed off a new Star Fox game for Nintendo Switch 2. Except it's not a new game, it's another remake of Star Fox 64. I've said this in past videos, even on videos that weren't on this channel. But before yesterday, there were 8 releases in the Star Fox franchise. You had Star Fox, you had Star Fox 64, which is a reboot slash reimagining of the original Star Fox. You had Star Fox 64 3D and Star Fox Zero, all of which are telling the exact same story and overall pretty similar. Then you have Star Fox 2, Star Fox Adventures, Star Fox Assault, and Star Fox Command. So half of the games in the Star Fox franchise are the same game, ultimately. And then yesterday came with the Star Fox Direct, and this Nintendo Switch 2 release of Star Fox is just titled Star Fox, and it is once again a remake of Star Fox 64. So the remakes, these games, which are all one game, outnumber the amount of new games overall, right? So the video was titled, "It Kind of Sucks Being a Longtime Nintendo Fan." And what I mean by that is that, as someone who played Star Fox 64 growing up, I don't even know how many times I've beaten that game so many times. I've done all the alternate paths. I've gotten the secret ending. Same with the 3DS release. I played that quite a lot. Actually, probably not as much as the original Star Fox 64, but I still played that quite a lot. And I'm actually someone who did not play Zero. I specifically skipped Zero because it was another remake of 64 3D. If it weren't for that, I might actually be a little bit more willing to give Star Fox 2026 a chance. But the idea that in 2011 they did remake Star Fox 64 for the first time, that alone is one thing. But once Star Fox Zero got announced and that was also a remake of Star Fox 64, I was like, this is a little ridiculous. And here they are doing it again 10 years later. And it's, it looks good. I mean, the character designs are a different conversation. I'm not even going to talk about that here. But come on, man. I get why they're doing it from a business perspective. 64 is the best-selling title in the series by far, bar none. But I played it so much already, and I get it. They're trying to sell it to a new generation, but nothing stings quite the same way as you being a longtime enthusiast for a certain brand and that brand telling you to your face you don't matter. It stings a little bit, and there was a similar situation that happened that, again, Nintendo. And I felt this same way when Super Mario 3D Land and Bowser's Fury got released on the Switch as a bundle. And they never sold Bowser's Fury separately. They never discounted the combo. So if I wanted to play Bowser's Fury, I had to fork over the $60, even though I bought the original Super Mario 3D Land on the Wii U. And I still have that copy of the game for the Wii U. So I find myself in a similar situation here where it's like, look, I want to play the game, but I don't want to give Nintendo the money to play the game. Even it's not even a money issue, it's more of a principle issue. I would play this even if I could find a used copy, even if there was no discount, even if it was still $50 or $60 physical, whatever they're charging for the physical copy. I'll still pay that. I just don't want that money going to Nintendo. I'm just tired of them making the same damn game over and over. I just want a new game. And if they make a new game, I'll pay full price for it. To Nintendo specifically. But this new Star Fox, it's cool. It's exciting. It's coming out pretty soon, in a month basically. But I'm not playing it until I can find a used copy and buy it, pirate it, or borrow a copy from a friend, physical or digital. And it's look, man, if I don't matter, if I'm not the audience, fine. You know, the 30 plus year old longtime Nintendo fans, if we are not the people you want to make games for, fine. But don't be surprised when less than 100% of your 30 plus age range user base don't show up to buy the game, right? Like, so that's my thing. Ocarina of Time remake is probably happening with this Star Fox remake getting announced. The whole leak from Nate the Hate being true is more and more likely, especially now that that Star Fox Direct has come and gone. But I'm willing to give Nintendo money for that if they do it right. And by that, I mean, you know, the main thing is, like, don't do what you did with the 3DS remake and make it too colorful and bright and all that. You know, Ocarina of Time it's a dark game at certain points. Don't get me wrong, there's lighthearted stuff and kid-friendly stuff throughout a lot of that game, but there are some parts of that game that are, like, not kid-friendly, and they need to keep that. They need to keep that. If they, you know, cel-shade cartoon Breath of the Wild this thing, and they add in crappy voice acting, and they make Link talk, like Real Radic keeps on saying for some reason, like, no, I'm not going to be as interested in it. But I'm more interested in the idea of an Ocarina of Time remake than I am a Star Fox 64 remake, because we got a Star Fox 64 remake and an Ocarina of Time remake, both for the 3DS in 2011. But between then and now, we've had 6 original Zelda titles. Or, 5 original Zelda titles. The 6th one being the remake for Majora's Mask. But 0 titles from Star Fox. Except for more 64 remakes. So, I didn't really have too much of an actual script here or anything. I just kind of wanted to vent for a bit. I'm fucking sick of Star Fox 64 remakes, even though it's been over the course of 15 years. It's just the last 3 releases now have all been the same fucking game. So I can't give Nintendo money for this one. I'll pay for it, but I'm not going to pay Nintendo for it. If you are excited for it, great, that's fine. You know, whatever. But I do hope that this Star Fox remake succeeds enough that Nintendo makes a new Star Fox game to follow it up. But I'm not going to be contributing to that. I'll buy the new game when it comes out, but I'm not buying this game to hope that my $50 somehow magically is like the tipping point where they say, okay, now we'll make a new Star Fox game. That's about it.